Hi, everyone. Come on in. I'm having a sneezing attack. If you're here now, you're catching the replay. Please hit hashtag replay and let me know you are here, my friends. I always like to know who's here, who stopped by. We'll just wait for some friends to get on. It should just be a minute or two. I'm going to be making some cool tiles today. Hi, Denise. Final notice. You know, it's just been one of those days. I don't know if it's the time change or what. You guys, I was having a sneezing attack, so to blow my nose. Sorry. We opened all the windows today. It's that nice outside. Hey, Robin. Oh, you guys, I have been at my parents' house since 11 o'clock this morning, and I thought I would be done by 2, and it was almost 3 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So here I am. I'm just going to wait one more minute and see if anybody else comes on, but since I'm so late, I'm not going to wait too much longer. Are you guys having a good Sunday? What are you up to? These are what we're going to make today, but I already did the dark ones. We're going to do some light ones. These cool. Driving the mom around. Okay. And you're still here? I'm honored. All right, guys. So one more second here. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. So I wanted to go over, have you guys seen these nail foil arts? I really don't have a ton of luck with them, but I found a video online and it gave me some ideas of how to get them to work. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Nikki. So, oh, that's so cool, Robin. Robin, are you going to put a picture in our friends page in our private group? That would be really awesome if you could. Okay. So, so these are the nail foils that you can buy. They're really, really inexpensive, and they're kind of a little bit of a pain to work with, to be honest with you. But I did some this morning, and I want to continue on with either using glossy accents or UV resin. I UV resin these. So this gives you an idea of the before UV resin and the after. So you can kind of see how they look more 3D effect when I have the UV resin on it. And oh, I'm so sorry I'm late. Hey Cindy. Cindy's here from YouTube. Okay, cool. Thank you, Robin. That would be awesome. Okay, so these are all the ones I made this morning. And I did do a test to cut them up, the ones that are UV resined. And they seem to be perfectly fine when I cut them. Aren't those gorgeous? And they still are going with our theme that we're working on because there's purples and blues and golds. All right, so I'm going to set these aside somewhere. Where will I put them? There we go. Okay. Thanks, Nick. All right, listen. So I don't know how long we're going to be on here. I'll tell you guys about my day in a second. So, what you can do is you can buy these nail foil arts. They're all different though, and some work better than others. And these are the ones that I like actually come in a thing that looks like this, but you'll never get them back in the same way you pulled them out. I'm telling you right now. This one looks kind of pretty. We should use this one. This one would match some of our pinks and stuff. This one's pretty too. Okay, they're all pretty. Right, Molly? They're all pretty. Okay. So they come in these big, long strips. And what I was thinking, guys, is, and what I did this morning, let's hope this still works the same way. We're just going to do a few here. So I cut this down. And what you do is you roll, my clay is rolled out on a number 3, just so you know. And you roll it. Now, I'm not going to promise this is going to work. This is a crapshoot, you guys. This is totally a crapshoot. But yeah, you just lay your nail foil down. And then you pick up an end. You're supposed to rip it off like a Band-Aid. It's not working. Hold on. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. Oh my gosh, this came off in one fell swoop. I can't believe it. Usually you have a ton left on here. I'm going to put this one back in its spot and see if we can get it to work. And that's fine. It didn't, and that's fine. And you could be more patient than me and have it really, truly work. And then I want to do this. These are the same colors I used this morning on the black, but I'm using pearl. Did I already say that? I'm sorry if I did. I'm using pearl because I want to have some options on a lighter background too. Look at that. It came off. I never have this happen. Here's the rest of it. And that stayed down. Okay, so can you see? These are the nail foil strips. And they just went right down. Okay. I want to do more. I cut this end off. I like to go in and trim around the edges as close as I can, but I don't care if there's still some of it hanging out. You know, I don't. I'm sorry, my dryer is going, if you can hear that. Yeah, I'll tell you guys about my day when I start doing the meticulous stuff. It was really cool. Okay. So I'm going to pick it up because I really did squash it down a little bit. And I kind of want to use this other... maybe not. Maybe I'll save this one. This is the problem I run into is when you go to put it away. it's kind of a pain in the Baduke, you know what I mean? But yeah, this you could totally cut your tiles out just like this, you guys. You don't have to do what I'm doing. If I can get this off of my finger, I wrapped it too tight. Sorry if anybody's new. I just had a sneezing attack. I'm not getting sick. We have all the windows open today. Okay, that didn't work so well, but I'm going to shove her in there. Okay. It all totally just popped back up. See, this is what happens. It sucks. Okay, so I would guess getting a little shopping bag. Now I have these ones that I love the colors of, but hey, let's do one. Let's do this one. It's not going to work, and I don't know what the difference is. Maybe it will work. Maybe the joke will be on me. Let's do this one real quick. I'm just going to do like a little bit because I don't anticipate it to work. And I don't get it. That's the hard part when I'm trying to give you guys a tutorial of what and what not to do. The ones that seem to come in these don't seem to work as well for me. So let's see. So you just press it down. And look, it only did that much. And I told you that was going to happen. This stuff is just impossible. Some are better than others. And those went right down. But they have foil in them and these do not. I also do have a glue. It's Deco Foil Transfer Gel. Heat or no heat. I don't think it helps, in my opinion. Okay, we got a little bit more. This is more than what I actually expected to stick on here. I have tried the glue. You're supposed to let it dry a little bit before you put this down. And nothing seems to work. Yes, they do, Kathy. This is nail art foil. That's what you search for on Facebook. And you don't sound stupid. Stop that. All right, let's try and get a little bit more. I don't know if it'll cooperate or not. I'm surprised we got this much, to be honest with you. This stuff never works for me. This one roll. I got one more spot here. But what I'm going to show you is it's okay if things don't always go as planned. Okay, so I'm going to cut off right here because we didn't use it. I'm going to pitch this. And then let's cut off the excess. This will totally go with the purples and pinks and blues. Will totally go with our theme we have going on. Okay. And you don't have to be totally straight here. And here's why. Because we're going to take some gold leaf and we're going to fill. Now your fingers are going to get gold leafy, guys. All right. So I'm just going to pick up some gold leaf. And it really, so she says, and I'm going to put it in the areas. It'll catch where the clay is exposed. So I'm just going to put it in the areas. Oh boy, that's too big. where the clay is still exposed. Here's a big piece. And I just rub it around and it tends to find its way. You can put your, can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just basically rolling it and having it find where it needs to go. Oh, John's doing laundry too. You get double trouble with us today. So let's just continue to put this on. I could have cut that a little closer, to be honest. Just pick it up with your finger and rub it on where you think you have open areas. Actually wanted more in here, but I don't know if it's gonna stick. But it's okay if it doesn't. But some of those little areas that didn't come off, oh gosh. Then you put the gold leaf in it. My desk is a hot mess. I didn't have a chance to clean it up when I got home. All right. Now, this buddy isn't going to need too much, but we have this area here where they met up. And we have an end area here and here. Couple spots in here. I don't know that we're going to get a whole lot of gold leaf in this one, which is fine. But wherever we didn't get the foil to lay down, I'm going to put gold leaf on. And this one covered so well, I'm not going to have a whole lot of areas, to be honest with you. Okay. Oh, my fingers aren't so bad. I think last time I tried the glue and that's what happened. The glue and all this were sticking to my fingers. I had to totally go in and scrub them with a sponge. I lost my little pinky nail. Everybody else is okay for right now. They survived. All right. So then the next thing is I want to take more pearl clay, but I want to roll this out on a number 5. Or actually, this is a 6. And a 6 is perfect. I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, and then I need a sheet here. Ugh, my clay machine was a little dirty from black, but that's okay because we're going to cover all this up. Let me change my thing back to a 3 so I don't forget. All right, so basically what you want to do is you want to tear these into little pieces. However big or small you want them, it does not matter. But we're going to do, if you ever saw me do the watercolor, this is the same kind of technique where I use the pastels. This is the same technique, but we're using nail foil art. I'm going to try and look on my Amazon and see if I can find these exact ones that are working for me, but it's really been a crapshoot. I can't lie. It's just some work, some don't. Okay, so these are on a number 3, but yet they're getting a little skinnier because I'm yanking at them, right? Okay, I think this is good for this one just for right now. And then I'm going to tear up this guy a little bit. I'm fine with the pearl coming off of the end. It's going to look so pretty. But yes, but these are the colors we've been using. So then you want to cover up your sheet. And you just kind of want to mishmash them with no rhyme or reason. So I'm going to continue with this and I'll tell you about my day. So I've been at my parents' house and my brother and sister-in-law were there. John was there. My uncle drove up. We have been there since 11 o'clock this morning. And I could have stayed all day and listened to my uncle. So my uncle is our family historian. He did a family Bible for us, if you know what that is. Which is basically all your lineage. Like he is a historian by trade. He worked at Ohio State University for years. He is a historian. I mean, that's his calling. And how lucky for us that we have someone like that in our family. So he went through the Babcock family. I'm a Babcock. That's my maiden name. Young is my married name. So he does the whole Babcock family, which is my dad's side of the family. And I have a little bit from my mom's side that he dug into years ago. He's been doing this for decades. They even went overseas to see where we all came from, like really cool stuff. So anyway, look how pretty this is coming along. So anyway, so we go over there and we just haven't seen each other in so long. It's been 10 years since I've seen my uncle. And it's been since I was probably 6 years old that I saw his wife, my aunt. And I don't even call her aunt because we're not that close. They don't live close by. We don't see them a lot. But anyway, so we just got into all these stories about our family. And I'm telling you, it is just like magic when you can sit down. And guys, stop me if you're asking any questions about what I'm doing. I just think it's pretty self-explanatory. But he's just the kind of man you could listen to all day. Like I didn't even want to leave. And I thought we'd be done at 2. And it was pushing 3 o'clock. And I'm like, and my parents only live like 3 minutes away from me. But still, I'm like, I can't leave yet. So that's why I'm late. And I am so, so sorry about that. But it was a family thing. So Uncle Tom just brought all of these amazing, amazing stories to share with us. And he's learned a lot of new information. And I had a great great grandma. Do you know what her name was? I love this. I think it's so awesome. Her name was Thankful. Her name was Thankful Babcock. Can you believe that? I have never heard of anybody's name being that before. And that was my great great grandmother. We're here from England. And I don't know where my other side of the family, I can't remember. We didn't talk about that today. But we just had the best time just kind of talking about like even where people are buried. I know that might sound creepy, but my uncle has all of that. He knows where all of my relatives are, that even from the 1800s. And, it's really sad because I have some relatives that from anywhere that were in a lot of trouble when they were younger, or they died really young, or their baby died. I know, I can't remember her name. One of my greats, like, her baby died, and all she would do is sit on the or child of me, like, I don't wanna say it was measles, I don't remember what it was something like that, and they would just sit, she would just sit on the front porch in a rocking chair for the rest of her life and pretty much couldn't do anything, and that's so sad to me, and especially after losing a child of my own, I can't imagine not being able to turn the corner from it. I can, because I was there, but, you know, I turned the corner. We're gonna have a lot more of these colors, but let's just use them all. Um, anyway, he's just such a great storyteller. So we were there and I'm like, I cannot leave yet. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put this through my pasta machine. This is what it looks like when you get it all laid out. I'm gonna put this through my pasta machine on a number 3. Paper and all. Okay, I didn't use the paper last time, so that beautiful thing we just looked at is pretty much kapush. But I still have a lot of light colors here we can work with. It really spread. But that's what happens. That's why these look like these. And they look like they're crackled a little bit too, which is so cool. Thanks, Kathy. Great name. Get deep into my genealogy. There's always a rabbit hole, Robin. And he was explaining to us, like, and then I'm just going to cut these out, you guys. And he was explaining to us, like, where he gets stumped. And, but he had the DNA test done. And he was able to confirm some people we weren't sure if we were related to. And Thankful Babcock was one of them. And it was from a second marriage, actually. I don't know. But she was my great grandma. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just love that name so much. I'm too old to have kids and whatnot. But if I was younger, I swear I might consider naming a child Thankful, because that's how I am. Like, Christopher is with a K. Okay, the window's open and John's going out to start his diesel truck. How nice of him. Like, Christopher's name is with a K. He's Kristoffer. We had a foreign exchange student in high school at my ex's place, and that was his brother's name, and I just always thought that was awesome. So we did that. Yeah, these look so cool. Now they don't look, if you don't want this effect, maybe roll it out on a 0 or number 1. This did get a little muted for me, but I need this balance to go with these, right? They're the same colors, just one's on a light background and one's on a dark background. So what happens is these need to get popped in the oven. And I'm just going to leave them right on here. My God, he's going to drive right by my window, you guys. Maybe not. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what he's doing. He was down here vacuuming, and I'm like, hello? Like, I love that he's trying to help out, but like right now, you knew why we had to come home early. So, he's only doing the laundry because he has work clothes that he has to wash for tomorrow. I usually do them, so I'm glad he did. And he was vacuuming down here. So I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just, it's amazing to me how men sorry, some men, my husband anyway, forgets how quickly we forget that your wife is trying to have some quiet down here. I mean, he even asked me, he's like, do you want Mo down there? I'm like, no, I can't have Moe down here anymore. You guys, I took Mo and Bindi to the groomer yesterday. Oh my gosh. They were so overdue. I feel terrible, but they're so tiny. My little Bindi only weighs 5 pounds, and she's such a little nugget, but her hair got so long that she just looked like she weighed 12 or 13, and I forget. She's 13 years old. I shouldn't forget. But what a cutie patootie. That's the thing when you have poodles, they have to get groomed all the time because their hair never stops growing. You feel like you have a brand new dog every time you go to pick them up. It's kind of cool. I kind of wished I wouldn't have put that through on a 0, you guys, but I did. Most men. Yeah. I'm not complaining. I'm not. I'm just like, okay. I like when I go live when you're not here. Poor guy. He works so hard, you guys. He works so hard. Okay. So these are the ones that I wasn't sure about, but I got it to work. I don't know. There's all these different kind of colors and stuff you can get. This one wasn't in a roll. Was it? No. Some of them come in bags, some come in rolls, some come in these kind of kits. Some, yeah, come like these. I have a whole, well, it's probably an 8x8 size, one of those plastic crates that has a hole in the side. That's probably the size. So, anyway, so this is what I wanted to do today. And then tomorrow, I know I'm not on here long, okay? But I wanted to pop on and get this kind of phase of this over. So I'm going to bake these and then I'll resin them. Well, I'm going to put, the only thing is after they're baked, I am going to put the ink on the outside. I did not put the ink on the outside of these because they're already black and I just didn't think it was necessary. I mean, I could, but why? You know, I just don't think I need to. So the other thing I wanted to show you was, this is where we left off the other night. I'm probably going to repeat this tomorrow. Remember we cut all of these like things to be grout. So I want to, this is how they're going to pull apart. I already sealed them, but what I want to do tomorrow is treat them individually and decorate them. And then I want to do more grout pieces because that was my intention on Friday night, was to really do grout and fillers and borders and trim and all that. And I realized after I was done, I really got focused on the regular tiles and we only just got this far. And there's so many more other techniques we can do. So that's what I want to do with those when we come back. So, yeah, this was a short one today, you guys, but, tomorrow night I'll be on, we'll at least be on for an hour, I promise. But I wanted to show you guys that technique, and anybody that's not here, I hope you get to watch the replay because it's a really cool technique. I just think I rolled these guys out too thin, and you don't have to put the paper in with it. That was the other thing I didn't do last time, and it was backing up a little on me. But they're really, really pretty. So when these all come together, we're just going to have to pick and choose and be like, this guy goes, this guy doesn't. return. Put it back in the save for later tiles drawer. But we need a lot more stuff for this. So, I am not going to UV resin the trims. I just don't think it's necessary, but I do want to decorate them. But we have to keep in mind when I do that, that we still may need to cut them to fit a certain space. So, you know, that's kind of, and then I think I want to do a whole nother one of these exactly the same way and cut some tiles out. I don't know though. I'm getting a lot of tiles and not knowing where I'm going with this project is kind of frustrating, but we'll just keep working on the tiles and on the grout, meaning the things that go in between the tiles. And then there's the really skinny ones down here because we did both sizes. So I have the real skinny one here, but they're all still connected right now. So that is going to be it because I am on a quick visit with you guys today. I'm sorry I can't stay on longer. It was just one of those days and I didn't expect that when I posted this morning. So I'm going to get going and then I'll see you guys all tomorrow night at 6:15. Hopefully, I hope you can be there. Thanks, guys. Have a great one. Bye.